Honestly, it pains me to do this video, but I just have to do it. As an Igbo man, if you know you're an Igbo man, you have to support Tinubu. Honestly, I'm even irritated by even doing this video because I don't even like Tinubu. I don't like what he's doing, but I've been able to connect the dots in the last 20 years. I've followed what that guy has been doing in the last 20 years. This video is not here to spread hate, but since 1970, the northern part of Nigeria has been the issue of this country. Yes, we have other things, other problems this country faces, but the north has been the one delaying the full development of Nigeria. And you know the funny thing, these people have held powers. They've held power for the past 50 years, if not more than that. And with all the money and the power they've held, they've not even improved their society. But with the little money that has come to the southern part of Nigeria, the difference is clear. Nigeria has lots of problems. But I want us to look at the problem of Nigeria holistically. The North are not forward thinking. They are more religious in thinking, believing that, I don't know much about their Quran, but I can tell you for a fact that the northern elites of Nigeria wants poverty to reign so that they can keep being in power. That's why if you look at the poverty level between the southern part of Nigeria and the northern part of Nigeria, it is high over there compared to the southern. Poverty is everywhere, but if you compare the two parts of Nigeria, you see that it is high over there. And Tinubu currently now is dismantling their structure that they've held for the past 50 years. If you look at what he has been doing in the last 2 years in terms of appointments, just connect the dots. This thing is the beautiful thing about we humans, we Nigerians, we don't know how to think, but if you calm down, go and connect the dot. Look at what that guy is doing. Look at the decisions he's making. You will figure out that guy is doing something that will not benefit us now, but our children will thank him for doing it. So the best thing we can do as a Nigerian living in the southern part of Nigeria, I don't care the tribe you're from, I don't care the religion you're practicing, as long as you're living in the southern part of Nigeria, you need to support Tinubu. I'm an Igbo man. I've been doing business. I'm an Igbo guy. I grew up in an Igbo family. I grew up in a Catholic family. But looking at the things, looking at the decision this guy has taken, yes, the guy is not doing marvelously well. You're looking at the aesthetic of the cost of living in Nigeria today. Yes, and I won't blame you not to support him, because the average Nigerian is a selfish individual. They are only looking for how it will benefit them, not even how it will benefit their fellow neighbor. But as a southerner, as a Nigerian living in the southern part of Nigeria, you need to support him. Not because of your today, but because of your tomorrow. Trust me, Tinubu is building something that will take Nigeria from being a third world country into becoming a superpower in the next 15 years. Tinubu is making decisions, and no person, not even Peter Obi, even if Peter Obi was in power, Peter Obi does not have the balls to do what Tinubu is doing. I can tell you for a fact, Peter Obi cannot stand the northern cabal. Good luck was more educated than Peter Obi. He couldn't stand the northern cabal. He can't be Peter Obi. Peter Obi is a good man, and if I had my way, I would support him, but I am a realist. I want a change that is sustainable. And Tinubu is the only guy in Nigeria that has the balls to do it. I don't like Tinubu. Honestly, I do not like him. In fact, left to me, I don't like that guy. But because the reality I want is the only guy that can make it happen, I just have to support him because it demands it. So as moving forward from today, oh Jesus Christ, I can't believe I'm saying this thing. I would have to vote Tinubu in 2027. Jesus! Not because I like Tinubu, but because of the fact that he's taking decisions that no Nigerian can take. So please, my able brothers, you do not like what the guy is doing. The guy is making our life difficult. Yes. He's not doing well. Yes. But deep down, he's doing things that will make your children very, very happy. Your children will live in a progressive society. So let us come together and vote Tinubu in 2027. I have not been paid, if you may be wondering. I have not been paid, but I have connected the dots. I have looked at the decisions this guy is taking. He is building a progressive Nigeria. And me being someone that knows how to build, I am a visionary. I see the vision. I know how to create a vision and work towards that particular vision. Tinubu is doing exactly what the vision he has for Nigeria. So please, let us come together. The southern part of the... See, fuck your tribe, fuck your religion. We have to come together as a southerner first and support Tinubu in 2027 so that we are going to have a progressive society. Not for ourselves, but for our children, because a progressive society comes at a cost. It is not free. You have to work for it. So we have to support Tinubu in 2027 for a progressive society tomorrow. That's it.
I appreciate the fact, say, a lot of us know some good possibilities, right, of the old Southern Protectorate coming together as one people. You understand? I appreciate that fact, say, a lot of persons know. And I appreciate the fact, say, a lot of persons, they see the possibility based on their belief, say, the time where Goodluck Jonathan be president, so some people do which are facts that we know. You know, when I make my video, I tell now, so one of the beneficiaries of our ignorance that time, Tinubu, in benefit them, watch those videos he did here. You understand? But now we are wiser as a people. And I want to tell you, say, one of the last cards where we get as a people, you understand, as a people we love this country. Now this necessary unity, I they call them necessary because it they necessary may we they united at this point, especially politically, because what one kind of tradition do, nothing one join our traditions together as a people. So it they important may we they united politically, because just imagine say we say boss we no agree, kiri we can't say more we push through book come on, we they push and come on carry and put for which person hand. That narrative of somebody coming bold to talk say na him mastermind as they use comot Goodluck Jonathan. Say so he go mastermind and they go use comot Tinubu. That narrative has to stop as a nation if we want move forward. It has to stop. It has to stop. At least the tendency of person will go become leader, people will go decide person will go become leader should be coming from the masses. You know, they're completely possible. We know Nigerian politics, but it should come from the masses. So no worry. It's not about emotion. I get what you they talk. I understand it. But still, even if say we want to stay together, want to stay united, politicians where they know now, they know how to strike their benefits. You strike your benefit. They know you have brief paper, don't sign. Just you understand. I know your politician go do those ones. But to those of them where they verse, say Goodluck Jonathan and all that, say because of that, we no go agree, we go do back. Check what you want do back. Check who go benefit this way we want do back. Check who go benefit and pass. You understand? If you come this south where we dey like this, or this southern part where we dey, both southwest, southeast, south, where we dey. This is where we say we bench am. If we bench am, who and who if we stand all these northerners for politics? Who and who? Who and who? You understand? I'm not going to tell you, no fit tell you. Maybe they think before we do this one, politics, no be church matter, no be spiritual matter, no be academic matter, this one a political matter, and Nigeria political matter for that matter. Now well done.
There is a lot going on between the West and the North right now. They never expected all these things that they are getting from Tinubu administration. Honestly, they never expected it. They actually supported Tinubu to win that election. They threw their full weight behind him. You know, they supported him materially, they supported him financially, they supported him, you know, in terms of media support so much. So as it is right now, Tinubu administration is frustrating them. In fact, they see Tinubu administration as a threat to their political structure. See, since the death of Abiola, Tinubu, I see him like somebody who has nurtured or could have nurtured an ambition to unravel the political structure of the North anytime or the moment he becomes the president of Nigeria. Is going to bring down the northern political power, and he did that without hiding it from them. He did it and he's crumbled that structure to the ground. So the North were like, what is going on? Because this is a guy that appeared before the North that, don't worry, I will dance to your tune. He appeared before the North like a sick fowl, like somebody that will die today, tomorrow. So many times during his campaign period, he fell down. Sometimes he goofed whenever he's talking. He will repeat himself many times. Sometimes he will misspell or mispronounce some things. Only for this guy to attain presidency and became much stronger than even everybody expected. And he turned his back against the North once, and he began to cut down their political structure one after the other. The likes of El-Rufai that actually supported him during the election, he sidelined that one. Shettima, he made that one look irrelevant. In fact, Tinubu, a very dangerous politician, he makes an open fool of them. He makes them look like a fool, and they vomited their poison from their mouths, and he saw them. Tinubu, Tinubu is the most dangerous politician I've ever seen in the history of our democracy. A political polarizer. Tinubu, a master deceptor. He deceived them to make them to believe that they should not worry. It will make things go their way. So as it is right now, the Northerners, they are angry. They are not happy with his administration, because as soon as he attained presidency, he moved the CBN some offices. He moved FAN. He moved them to Lagos, and some of them, as a result, they retired. They resigned. And all these are the things that, they are being pained right now, and they don't even have somebody they can actually present for the next coming election. So they look like a fool. People now see the North like a fool and like a kind of terrorist. That's the way we are seeing the North right now. And I want to appreciate Tinubu for all of that, because the North has so much abrogated power to themselves that they control almost all our military structure. And I blame the British for that, because the British made people believe that they should be the one to run the country. The British actually give them this mindset that Nigeria belongs to them. So average Northerner will tell you they own this country. But the advent of Tinubu actually crumbled this system. So Tinubu, kudos to you for that. But I want to say this: start aligning with the Igbos. Start aligning with the Southeast or South-South or Southwest. If you allow the North to seize power from you, they will show you shaking. They will use your nose to blow trumpets. I'm telling you, they are dangerous and they are angry right now. In fact, they want to set in series of insecurities, because I don't know the reason why. You will see a number of these people owning guns, owning assault rifles. You can't try that in the Southeast or Southwest or South-South, that somebody is holding such rifle. They will get you arrested. But in the North, they do this freely. You see Governor bargaining peace deal with terrorists. So as it is right now, Tinubu, please, my advice is that try to start aligning with the Southeast, Southwest, South-South, and do not let them seize power from you. If they do that, if that happens, I really feel for the Yorubas. I feel for the South, I feel for the Southeast. They are dangerous right now, and they want to do everything to seize power, or they destabilize the country. That is my advice for you, sir.
Welcome back to the channel. Something very familiar is beginning to happen in Nigeria's political space today, and a lot of southern Nigerians are calling it out. To a lot of people, it feels like a replay of the 2015 script, when insecurity and national frustration were weaponized to push Goodluck Jonathan, who was a southern president, out of office. Now, in 2025, the same pattern seems to be forming around President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is another southern leader. And a lot of Nigerians, especially the ones in the south, they believe that certain northern political cycles are once again using insecurity narratives, coordinated criticism, and political pressure to weaken the current administration ahead of 2027. And the fear is simple. Anytime a southerner is in power, insecurity suddenly become a political tool rather than a national issue. So but what we notice is that when the North produces the president, the tone of the conversation, it changes. And this inconsistency is what many people are really calling out. Now, Tinubu, we know, is should I say he's an innocent player, yes, in the history of this pattern, because this is his first time becoming a president. In 2015, he openly aligned with Northern Power blocs to unseat Jonathan, and he benefited from the same political tactics that many Southerners are now condemning. So yes, Tinubu played that game. He teamed up back then with the same forces that are now turning against him, and now it looks ironic today. But even with that history, a lot of people in the South are saying that 2027 cannot be allowed to repeat 2015, because at the end of the day, this is not just about Tinubu as a person. It's about political balance. It's about a region refusing to be treated as second class in national politics. This is about stopping a system where insecurity only becomes a national emergency when a southern president is in power. And that's why some southern voices are calling for unity. And this is not to defend Tinubu blindly. Some of them are not even Tinubu supporters, or to pretend that his government has no flaws. But this is to prevent the same insecurity playbook from being used again to undermine a southern presidency. So what these people are saying is that the South can actually critique Tinubu, demand better leadership, and still refuse to be manipulated by the same old power tactics. So supporting Tinubu in 2027 for a lot of these people is not about APC versus PDP. It's not about political loyalty. It's just about rejecting a pattern that has repeated itself for far too long. So Southerners can still hold Tinubu accountable. They can actually question his decisions, criticize his slow approach to certain crises, and remind him that he once contributed to this exact political culture. Because at the same time, they can choose not to allow a familiar strategy to unfold again. And that's because if insecurity continues to be a political weapon instead of a national challenge, then Nigeria will keep rotating power around the same playbook instead of building a stable future. And at the end of the day, what people are saying is they don't want 2015 to repeat itself. So let them support the South, demand better governance, and refuse to let insecurity be turned into a political chess piece again. So what's your take about this? Do you think them asking the Southerners to align and come together against the North is a good decision? What's your take about this? Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And if today is your first time joining my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Those of you who still don't read this game, who still don't see the big picture, who still think this is about Yoruba and Igbo, this is about party politics, I hate APC, Tinubu was a drug baron, Tinubu this, and Tinubu that. I'm here to spell it out clearly for you. Your survival, your liberation, your freedom as a Southern Nigerian is tied to this man. Because Tinubu has gone so far already in his 2 years that there is no going back right now. If anything happens by chance and this man's government is toppled, through a coup, through elections, whatever, using insecurity to destabilize the country, whatever it is that causes this man to not complete his time as president, the southern part of this country can wave bye-bye to their freedom. Because he sat outside the corridors of power. He strategized, God knows for how many years. But I am so lucky, I am so happy to be witnessing this masterclass from Bola Tinubu. He has a plan. And that plan is to liberate southern Nigeria. Whether you want to believe it or not, that is the plan. During the campaign, the Fulanis were happy. Oh, Muslim ticket. It is time to Islamize Nigeria and there's nothing you can do about it. But I tell people, Tinubu is not even a serious Muslim. Let me tell you people now. He is not even a serious Muslim. He is more loyal to his roots than his religion, and that is how every sensible human being should be. And when he came in, what was his strategy? The first thing, unify the South. It doesn't matter what you people at the bottom are doing, quarreling about Igbo, Yoruba, and all of these things that you talk about. Minute things. I call it minute because it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. You fight yourselves over irrelevant things. But he came, he said, the people in power, unite them under one umbrella. These are the people I'm going to need. These other people, we're going to need them later, but not now. And you know how party politics works in Nigeria. Once a governor moves to a party, everybody follows him. House of Reps members, House of Assembly members, everybody follows him. That is how they move. And everybody started moving to the APC. People were quarreling. We one party system, one party state. The Fulanis. Because whenever I say not, just know it's the Fulanis. The Fulanis have played dirty for years. And finally, we also have someone who can play dirty. So having the backing of 17 states plus the FCT is crucial. Because the reforms, the structural changes that we have to do, we know the people who are going to kick against them. They're not. They say they have 19 states. So that difference in numbers is what has been used to decide fates in this country. It's what has been used to make political, declarations, to make political judgments. And when it comes down to the South, even after the North is united in their own stance, because they are always united somehow, even when they are the ones dying, and they are always united. You come to the South and everybody is quarreling. This one say I'm PDP, this one say I'm APC, this one say I'm this one say I'm that. Tinubu said, enough of that. Even the people who are still not in APC don't mind the fact that they are not in APC. They understand exactly what is going on too. They are all unified under one umbrella. And when Tinubu has successfully unified 17 southern states, the North still has the advantage. But there is a joker. And that joker is the middle belt. And when Tinubu is done, when Tinubu gets the middle, we are going to get the middle belt. There is nothing the Fulanis can do about this. Tinubu is a master player. He knows this game more than you people. No matter what you want to do, you are not going to succeed. Because you have been killing the middle belt. You only know them during elections. You have been killing them. So once they get another option, a stronger force, a unified force, of course they are going to go down there. Of course they are going to want to, secure their own lives. So once we get that, then you will see reforms in this country. You will see reforms in this country. We are going to restructure this country. There is nothing that we want to do in this country that we are not going to be able to do once we annex the middle belt politically. It's coming. Just watch and see. I know they are regretting. Every day they wake up from their sleep, they are regretting. Why did we support this man? But he deceived them with the Muslim ticket. Just because he's a fearless man also, his fearlessness led him to choose that ticket because that was his best chance to win. And the Fulanis were, oh yes, Muslim ticket. But that was a decoy. Today they are regretting. All of them packed themselves to ADC. I pity any Southerner who is in that ADC thinking there's something there for him. That is a Fulani extension. There is nothing there for you. You better leave. And even if 1 million of you gather, you cannot defeat this man. Not because he's going to wriggle, but even if he does, it's not really my business. But before 2027, majority of the South, their eyes will be open and they will see what this president is trying to do. And there are so many reasonable people. So people are going to turn. And when the South unifies, it's over for you people. Because you keep talking about population. You have numbers. And so do we. It's just that people here are not interested. But if you allow them to see that this is where our interest lies, I know there are so many reasonable people who are going to turn. So what number are you talking about? How many people even vote in election in Nigeria? Last time was 25 million. So are there no more than 25 million people in the South? So just go to bed. The country is out of your hands.